Mixtures are mainly classified into two types, that is homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So in this homogeneous mixture, the components of the mixture are uniformly spread, or the distribution of the components will be uniform throughout the mixture. Whereas in case of heterogeneous mixtures, the components of this mixture are not spread, or they are not distributed uniformly throughout the mixture. For example, when you dissolve salt in water, the salt disappears in water and the mixture will look uniform. But when you add sand to the water, or when you take a mixture of sand in water, the sand particles will not distribute throughout the water. So when you keep it undisturbed, the sand particles will settle down. So there you can see the sand particles are not distributed uniformly. Hence, so that will be an example of heterogeneous mixture. Here we are going to discuss about three types of mixtures. One is solution, the second one is colloidal solution, and the third one is suspension. Let us see what is a solution. Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more components. So it is nothing but a homogeneous mixture of two or more components. So generally we discuss about the solutions having two components. One component of those two is called solvent and the other one is called solute. Solvent is a substance which can dissolve another substance in it, like water. So water can dissolve any other substance like salt in it. So we can call water as a solvent for salt. And solute is the one or the substance which will dissolve in that solvent. See, for example, when you take a solution of salt plus water, so in this, salt dissolves in water. Hence, water is called a solvent and the salt will become the solute. And generally, in a solution, the component which is taken in excess amount, that is called solvent, and the component which is taken in smaller amount, that is called solute. So comparatively, the amount of solvent will be greater than the amount of solute. The properties of a solution. A solution is always a homogeneous mixture and the particle size of the solution will be less than 1 nanometer, that is 10 power minus 9 meters. And the ninth one is the solution is stable, means if you keep it undisturbed, the particles will not settle down. For example, if you take sugar plus water solution, if you keep this solution undisturbed for a long time, the particles in this solution will not settle down. So the solution is stable. The particles of this solution cannot scatter the beam of light. And the fifth one is the solution cannot be separated by filtration or sedimentation, because the solution is stable, so it cannot undergo sedimentation, and the particle size is very small, that is less than 1 nanometer, so the particles can go through the filter paper. So we cannot separate the particles using filtration also. What is a saturated solution? Saturated solution is the one, or it is a solution in which the solution contains the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in it. That means a saturated solution cannot dissolve any more of the solute. Means the solution which already contains the maximum amount of solute which it can dissolve. So such type of solution is called saturated solution, and it cannot dissolve any more amount of solute. The maximum amount of the solute that can be dissolved in 100 grams of a solvent at a particular temperature is called the solubility of that solute at that temperature. And different solutes will have different solubilities for a given solvent at a particular temperature. The concentration of a solute can be determined using this formula. Concentration of solute equals to amount of solute divided by amount of solution. If it is mass by mass percentage of solution, that will be equal to mass of the solute divided by mass of the solution into 100. And mass by volume percentage of solution equals to mass of the solute divided by volume of the solution into 100. Let us see an example. A solution contains 40 grams of sodium chloride dissolved in 320 grams of water. Calculate the mass by mass percentage of the solution. So here we need to calculate mass by mass percentage of the solution. So the formula will be mass by mass percentage of the solution equals to mass of the solute divided by mass of the solution into 100. So which equals to mass of the solute. So here sodium chloride will be the solute, that is 40 grams divided by, you need to take mass of the solution. So here it is a solution of 40 grams of sodium chloride plus 320 grams of water. Hence the total mass of the solution will be 320 plus 40 grams, that is 360 grams into 100. So here you can see 9 times. So here you will get 11.11%. What is suspension? Suspension is a heterogeneous mixture of two or more components. For example, if you put a small amount of chalk dust in water, you can still see those chalk particles in that water. That means in a suspension, the particles can be seen by the naked eye, and it is a heterogeneous mixture. And this suspension is not stable. If you let this mixture to stand for a time and keep it undisturbed, then the chalk particles will settle down, and the particles of a suspension can scatter a beam of light. The particles or the components of suspension can be separated by physical methods like filtration or sedimentation. Colloidal solution appears like it is a homogeneous mixture, but actually it is a heterogeneous mixture. The particles of a colloidal solution cannot be seen with the naked eye, and these mixtures or colloidal solutions are stable, means the particles do not settle down even when they are kept undisturbed. because of the bigger size of the particles, they will scatter the beam of light, hence they show Tyndall effect. Generally, a colloidal solution contains a disperse phase and dispersion medium. So few examples for colloidal solution: cream, butter, gel, shoe polish, all these are examples of colloidal solutions.